Hello everyone, this is Samya. In this video, I'm going to explain environmental biology and fundamentals of ecology. So, environment plays a very important role in the life of every organism because without environment, nobody can actually live. And when looking at the ecology, um, well, the word ecology was first proposed by Ernst Haeckel in the year 1869. So, for the definition and concern with the definition of ecology, numerous ecologists have give different kinds of definition, but they got a particular definition which suits for all or which actually relates for various ecologist definitions. That is, it's a study of animals and plants in their relation to each other and to their environment. So all the animals and the plants are living in the environment. So there should be a continuous relation between the environment and the animals and the plants, and between them also there is a relation. The total study of this is what we call the ecology. Ernst Haeckel defined ecology as it's a total relation of the animal to both its organic and its inorganic environment. So, within an environment, we'll get to know or we'll see both organic and the inorganic components are there, and it is the total relation of animal to both of those organic and the inorganic component, according to the Ernst Haeckel. So Taylor, he defines ecology as science of all the relation of all organisms to all their environment. So it is just the science and the relations of all organisms to all their environment. And the Odum defines ecology as the study of the structure and function of the ecosystem. So the ecosystem is nothing but the study of structure and functions of the ecosystem. The Indian ecologist R. Mishra, he defines ecology as interaction of forms, functions, and factors. So it's all the it is an interaction of all forms, functions, and their factors is what we call the ecology. That's according to Indian ecologist R. Mishra. And the Krishnan and Vishwanath, those are again the Indian ecologists. They defines study of the ways by which individual organisms, population of species, and communities of population respond to diverse environmental pressure. And the Charles H. Southwick, he defines ecology is a scientific study of the relationship of living organisms with each other and with their environment. So these are the various kinds of definitions of ecology, but in all senses, there's one thing in common, that is, it's always an interaction, whether it is an interaction between the animal or the plants, animal or the animal with the environment. So the total interaction of all these actually gives the ecology. So when looking at the types of ecology, we'll list out into four different types of ecologies are there: organism ecology, population ecology, community ecology, and ecosystem ecology. Organism ecology completely deals with whatever the ecological aspects that is considered within the organism. And the population ecology, as we all know, that population is nothing but a group of organisms which lives in a defined geographical area. So it is the ecology of those population which is living in that particular defined geographical area. Next is community ecology. Community ecology is nothing but the total study of the ecology of a community, which is the organisms which are living in a community. And the ecosystem, it's the complete interaction of the abiotic and the biotic factors, and the study of this is the ecosystem ecology. So when you look into the branches of ecology, there are various branches of ecology are there. Firstly, we'll divide them into aut ecology and syn ecology. Aut ecology is nothing but study of an individual organism or a species. So it is concerned only with a very precise, very narrower study, that is a study of an individual organism or an individual species. Whereas a syn ecology, it's a study of group of organism as a unit. So we'll divide the organisms into units and we'll make study with those groups. So that is syn ecology. And the habitat ecology is nothing but it's a study of habitat. So all the organisms, all the living beings, wherever they live, they create a sort of habitat there. So, or even to live in an ecosystem, they have to form an habitat. So, or there should be an habitat. So, the aspects which concern with the habitat of an individual or a habitat of the environment is the habitat ecology. Next is ecosystem ecology. So there will be an ecosystem by the total interaction of the animals and the plants, or animals or abiotic or the abiotic factors. So there forms the ecosystem, and that study of the ecosystem is the ecosystem ecology. Conservation ecology, here it is purely concerned with the conservation of the various aspects, or conservation of how we can conserve the ecology, how we can conserve the resources. So that comes in the conservation ecology. Production ecology, obviously, there are various natural productions and the man productions happening in the environment. So the that production, or the even the food that is prepared by the plants, so all these includes under the production. Whatever the production happens in the environment will be there in the production ecology, and that's the study of production ecology. Radiation ecology, here we are dealing completely with the radiations which will be irradiated by the various radioactive chemicals and from the sun. So whatever the radioactive elements are there, or the whatever the substance components which radiates the light, so the study of that is the radiation ecology. Next is that taxonomic ecology. So we'll find numerous species, organisms, plants over this planet Earth. And we have to categorize in a various taxonomical orders so that we can simplify them and we can go through them, their families or their features, so on and so forth, very easily. And for that, we need taxonomy. So that is the taxonomical ecology. Next is the human ecology. So with respect to the studies which concern with the human population is human ecology. Space ecology, because we know that the Big Bang theory actually explains all these planets are from the same source. So there was a Big Bang where the all planets have got degenerated from the sun, and sun sets at the center of the universe, and that's how the universe happened. See, it is not just the planet Earth we need to understand, it is the space we need to understand to live safely. So we need the space ecology even. And these days we are having so many, like I mean the wide studies, like people are going to the Mars, and uh, they're actually studying the ecology over there, the environment over there, where is that helpful for the human habitation or something like that. So that is what we call the space ecology. Next, system ecology, which includes the systems, various systems in the environment. So that includes the system ecology. So, what is the scope of ecology? Why we need to study ecology? What is the meaning in studying the ecology? Why we need to understand the concepts of ecology? As I said, as the definition of the ecology explains, it is a total interaction of biotic and the abiotic components. So, for an organism to live peacefully, see, we are not concerned with the, I mean, we have to be concerned with various organisms, but we humans are more concerned to ourselves. So we actually, whatever the stuffs we do, that will be very like, we are very self-centered. So to live happily in this planet, we need to understand the biotic and the abiotic factors and their interaction. So it is must to know the ecology so that we can live happily, because without understanding the ecology and the other stuff, so you won't get into the various pollution and the other aspects that is happening in the earth today. And sure, human beings as a part of the ecosystem, it is must for us to know what ecosystem is, and that's how we need to live with the other factors of the ecosystem. So this is uh, a schematic representation for the subdivisions of ecology. There's a what ecology is in ecology in the habitat, species, population, community, and the ecosystem ecologies are there. Yeah, to conclude with, in this video, we discuss the fundamental of ecology and the scope of subdivision and scope of ecology. So ecology is must. Ecology is very important for an organism to live in this planet Earth. So it is must for us to understand the ecology and the various ecological aspects, because there's a continuous relation between the biotic and the abiotic factor. And one single factor, see, take for example the temperature. If at all, if there is a rise in temperature, there is a very devastating effect on the organisms, or whatever, which are all the organisms for that matter, whether it is animals or for the human. So that implies a major impact on the organism. So it is a must for us to understand what ecology is, how and how it is operating in the planet Earth. So these are the references I took for the to develop this content. Yeah, thank you.